Hey guys, what's up? So, sorry I haven't done a video in a long time. I've just been very unmotivated due to stress from work and school and all that crap. And I've also been kind of creatively bankrupt in coming up with ideas for videos. But I wanted to do this video because I had a feeling that this was going to come soon. And that is, of course, the teaser trailer finally for Indiana Jones 5, or The Dial of Destiny is apparently the title. I've been so looking forward to this, and I've just been so eager for it because it feels like it's been forever since the movie was finished filming last year, and it was supposed to come out this year, but of course got pushed back due to COVID and Harrison Ford injuring himself again on set. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm not super hyped for this movie because, of course, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you'll know that I really did not like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. In fact, I'd say it's probably my least favorite movie of all time, which is really saying something, even though I haven't been an Indiana Jones fan for too long. I think the first time I saw the original 3 was shortly before Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out. I think around 2007, somewhere around there. Yeah, because I remember getting a magazine that had a first exclusive look at Crystal Skull. Yeah, it was sometime in 2007, which is actually around the same time I became a James Bond fan, shortly before Quantum of Solace came out. And then later when Crystal Skull came out, and actually, fun fact, I got to go to an advanced screening because my dad's friend won a contest to get early tickets and invited me and my dad. And I went in costume, and I was so pumped because I had just seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade for the first time. I was just so psyched. But even at that young age, after I saw it, I was just like, something really felt off. I was just like, that didn't feel right. You know, the biggest problem with Crystal Skull is not so much the acting or the CGI or the aliens or all that made it bad. Personally, I think it was just the tone and the feel. It felt too cheesy and childish. And, it didn't help that, the writer, David Koepp, kind of approached it as if the others didn't happen, which he himself admitted on camera.
You kind of have to approach this movie as if the others never happened, but in the back of your mind realize that the rules were laid out previously and you still have to stick by them.
And George Lucas's idea to put aliens in there, and the fact that Steven Spielberg initially didn't want to have anything to do with it.
It was the idea of taking the genre from the 1930s serials, action-adventure serials, to the B science fiction movies of the 50s, in the early 50s. And I said, if we move the whole thing into the 50s, which would be age-appropriate for Harrison, that would be the cinematic equivalent. And I wanted to rest it on a cinematic antecedent like we did with the other one.
And I resisted, but I also never thought I'd be making Indiana Jones 4. So I guess I kind of humored George by going along with it, thinking, well, I'll never wind up directing this movie, though. I'll wind up producing it with George and somebody else. We'll get some young kid to come in and do this.
Putting that all aside, those are the reasons why I'm really cautiously optimistic about this. It's going to be very weird to see an Indiana Jones movie without Steven Spielberg and George Lucas being involved. But apparently, from what I've heard, and I don't know if it's true, I haven't fact-checked this, but from what I've heard, Steven and George have read the script for this or have seen an early cut, and apparently they did like it, or they have had some creative involvement or have given James Mangold and the writers advice, and at least Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall, who produced all of the others, are involved in this. So that gives me some hope. But it's going to be weird to see an Indiana Jones movie from a totally different director. But anyway, enough blabbing and getting off topic. Let's watch this and discuss it afterwards.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea. And I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us. Those days have... Perhaps not. I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life, I've seen things I can't explain. And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it. Who is this man? I'm her godfather. Get back.
Oh my god, that looks so freaking fun. I did not at all expect to see Sala. I had no idea he was going to be in this. Actually, I thought johnrhys-davies had passed away, but I guess not. Oh god, that's going to be great to see them together again. The shots of him in those flashbacks where they've apparently de-aged him with CGI, holy shit, that CGI looks good. But yeah, oh my god, that looks so fun, so intense and emotional. It looks like, obviously, we're going to go to a lot of different locations, and of course, as the perfect, mix of new and old. I mean, you get to see him in the costume and teaching again, which is going to be really cool to see. Didn't get much of Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character, which is kind of interesting since she's been in most of the photographs that Empire magazine just released. Didn't get a good look at Mads Mikkelsen's villain. He always plays a good villain, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so apparently this is taking place in 1969, and from the brief plot summary that Empire magazine released, he's going up against Nazis that are aligned with NASA, so that's going to be kind of an interesting twist. I mean, if it's taking place at that time, I hope there's no, we don't actually see astronauts or anything like that. Hopefully not. But yeah, this looks like a great return to form. And yeah, it doesn't look or feel as modern or cheesy as Crystal Skull. And I'm even more optimistic now than I was before. And Harrison Ford confirmed at the D23 Expo a couple months back that yes, this is going to be the final movie in the franchise. And of course, makes sense. I mean, he just turned 80 years old. I mean, he can't keep doing these forever. Thank God, the whole recasting rumor was BS. Because, yeah, nobody, and I mean nobody, can replace him. I don't think any of us ever thought this movie was going to happen. After Crystal Skull, which, I mean, was kind of a somewhat of a box office success. I mean, critically, it really wasn't. Thank God nobody who was involved in that is involved with this. I think there's been confirmation Shia LaBeouf is not going to return. David Coep, who wrote the script for Crystal Skull, didn't write this. John Hurt obviously can't return since he passed away a couple years ago. Jim Broadbent, who was in the last one, I don't think he's in this. I have a feeling Karen Allen might return as Marion, because in the pictures that Empire magazine released, it looks like Indy is wearing a wedding ring. So that says to me he's still married to Marion. Speculating aside, no, this teaser trailer did its job of showing a great variety of shots. Having the theme blaring, I mean, you gotta have that. And it still blows my mind that after 41 years, 41 years since Raiders, Harrison still looks good in that costume. He still kicks ass. I'm just much more excited than I was before, and I sincerely hope this is good. And I sincerely hope the BS rumor of him dying or being replaced by Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character and that they're going to go back in time to kill the younger him, fucking BS rumor spread by Doomcock, ironically. I have a strong feeling that's not going to happen. And in fact, James Mangold said, nope, bullshit, nobody's ever going to replace him. But again, I'm excited, but also cautiously optimistic. Yeah, that was my reaction to the trailer for Indiana Jones 5, or Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.